Well, hello friends and welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. On this channel, we utilize the cash envelope system, and today we're going to be doing our usual cash stuffing. So grab your favorite drink or snack, cozy up, and come along with me as we stuff our envelopes. Well, hey friends, and welcome back again. If you didn't get a chance to see my last video, then we have some exciting things to share with you guys in this week's video. Today we're going to be doing our cash stuffing, and so we have a combination of placeholders and cash that we're going to be stuffing today. One of the things that is new is that I have gotten a laminator, I got some vellum, I'm playing around with making my own placeholders. This is like the first run, so but I am going to be using this today. So going along with some of the things that we've purchased to make some of these things ourselves, we are opening an Etsy shop. So I know a few of you have requested that we do that, or asked if we had one. I never really thought we would be doing that, but we are. So there's a lot of details that we're still trying to figure out, and I'm learning how to size everything, and it's a lot of trial and error, but my husband has been hard at work with coming up with designs for challenges and things like that. So I am going to give you guys a glimpse in this video, if you hadn't watched my unstuffing, of some of the things that he has come up with so far. So I'm super excited for that, and I will be creating a video that shows all the products that are going to be launching in our shop, as well as when the shop will be opening, and we are going to have a discount code when the shop opens. So make sure that you guys are subscribed to this channel and that you have your notifications turned on so that you can be notified when we upload that video with that information. All right, so let's grab my cash tray and let's get to counting the cash. So we have $1,000 for a placeholder that we're going to be putting in. We've got 100, 51, 150, 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So the amount we're stuffing today is 1,460. Again, 1,000 of that is with a placeholder. So that's going to be for my emergency fund, and that's going to be an electronic transfer to my high yield savings account. So we will get there in a moment to talk about that. This money came from a combination of places this week. I actually got my YouTube pay, and my husband got unemployment, my usual part-time pay, my side hustle pay. All of those things were the things that added up to the amount that we're going to be stuffing. I actually had a little bit more than this, but because I got to this cash stuffing way later than normal, some of that money was already spent. So this is what we're working with now. So with that being said, we actually are not stuffing my wallet at all because we did the grocery shopping, we did the dining out, we did the fun money, like that has been spent. So we're not putting anything in there, and we're going to be just stuffing my binders. All right. So first is my high priority binder. Get myself situated. All right. So in my emergency fund, we're adding 1,000, and that's going to be in this placeholder. Okay. So we now have 2,500, 35, 4,500, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 5,000 in my high yield savings in my emergency fund. So we're playing around, like I said, with these placeholders. So I'll show you guys some of the ones over here. These are not the ones that are going to be in my shop because they're not exactly how I want them just yet, but I was using them. So, like this one, my husband made this green eucalyptus leaf like a little bit darker so you can see it a little bit better than on this one. So we're still playing around with all of that, as well as just like the sizing. I need to get a corner rounder for these so that they're not so pokey because that's annoying. I also tried laminating some of the paper ones. And the other thing that I want to get is matte laminating paper and pouches, because I don't like the glare of the glossy. But I bought my laminator on Facebook Marketplace, and the lady had a big box of laminating pouches included with it. So I didn't go out and buy any like separately. That's just what came with my laminator, which, by the way, I got my laminator and a box of 200 laminating pouches for $20, which is awesome. So it's great because I'm able to play around with it. I didn't have to spend a lot, and to be able to just figure out the best process of making these. So I'm so excited about that. All right, so we have the $5,000 in my emergency fund. Very exciting. I also want to play around with like making dashboards. My mother-in-law has a Cricut at her house, and so I think I'm going to go borrow that and figure that out. We're just trying to try and learn a bunch of stuff for you guys. But it'll be cool. It'll be fun. Pup's emergency is going to get 100. So it has 500, 600, 700, 800, 850, 870, 890, and 900. All right, next is health, and that's going to get 50 this week. So we unstuffed this huge amount from health because I paid my premium for April. So we're going to start stuffing that again for the premium for May. So there's 70 in there. So I really am curious to know like what kind of things you guys would like to see in the shop. The main thing we're working on right now is designing a lot of savings challenges. The first thing we're going to be releasing is all digital downloads of our savings challenges. And then we're going to be, once we perfect like making them and laminating them and cutting them into size and all of that, then I will be making them to ship out to people. But I don't have that down just yet. So I don't want to sell you a product that I'm not like 100% happy with. So for now, it's just going to be digital downloads that you guys can get. We're hoping that in the next like month or 6 weeks, we can actually be rolling out products to send to you guys that we are making. But we want to know what kind of things you want savings challenges for, or what kind of themes or colors, or maybe there's something that you've always wanted to see a challenge for that you've never seen one for. We would love to make one. Let me know. Let me know what kind of like dollar amounts you want the challenge to add up to, or, you know, anything. Just like, let me know. We want to bring you what you want. So, please let me know in the comments. I am very curious to know. All right. Car repairs is going to get 20. I also just want to say thank you guys so much for all the engagement on this channel. The last few weeks have been insane and crazy, and you guys have really shown up, and I so appreciate that. So I just cannot say thank you enough. I know that you will support us as much as possible as we start this new endeavor of an Etsy shop as well. Okay, so car repairs now has 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, and 420. And actually, I'm going to swap this one out with one that's laminated over here. All right. So 420 in car repairs. The other thing we're trying to get down like is making sure that they go in easily to envelopes. So like I noticed the one I just put in here is maybe a little bit too big for the zippered pouches. So I definitely want to scale that down so that you guys aren't having like bend these to get them in. I don't want to have to be doing that. All right, next is Michigan, and that is going to get 50. Okay, so Michigan has 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, and 350. Oh, so I have something else fun to share with you guys that is not related to an Etsy shop. But you guys know my beloved Disney envelope. I put this money in my high yield savings, and I was supposed to go to Disney with some friends in May. And when my husband got the news of being laid off, like I put that on pause. Well, it's back on. And let me explain to you guys how I was able to finagle this for free. So basically, I have a ton of airline points and I have a ton of credit card points. So my flight was free. I had already booked that. So I never actually canceled it because I was hoping that we could still figure out a way to do it, whether it be my husband got a job again or we increased our income somehow or something. So I never canceled my flight. So I paid for that with points several months ago. So I still have that. Then I have all these Chase travel points. And what I did was I booked the hotel with my points for the 4 of us girls, and they paid me the portion in cash of what it would have cost per night for us to get that room. So now what they paid me in cash is my spending money for the trip. And then I also, as far as buying my actual Disney tickets, I can use one of my other credit cards. I have a travel credit, and that travel credit can be applied towards the purchase of Disney tickets. So I am not actually paying anything out of pocket for this trip. So that's the only reason I'm able to facilitate it right now without having the extra income. So I'm going to Disney. So yay, I'm very excited. Still get to do it and I have not spent a penny for it. So that is super exciting. I'm really glad we were able to figure that out, and I'm really looking forward to that trip. Speaking of Disney, I definitely want a Disney-themed savings challenges or group of challenges. Like, I need that in my life, and you bet I will be making that happen. All right, so that's it for my high priority binder. Now into my short-term binder. Starting off with pups. They are getting 30 today. So they now have 20, 40, 50, and 60. I don't foresee that I have to spend too much on them coming up, aside from Luna's surgery, which is going to be about a month from now. But as far as like their normal day-to-day stuff, they're pretty stocked. So that should be good. Household is going to get 5. So it has 5, 10, 15. We just did a big restock of like our cleaning supplies and household supplies. So we should be good on that for a little while. Costco is empty, so that is going to get 50 today. Beauty is going to get 10. That is empty as well. My husband did just get his hair cut. Toiletries is going to get 5. 5, 10, and 15 in there. And then self-care, this is actually going to be the last time that we're going to stuff self-care, and next week this envelope is going to be coming out of my binder. But we are putting $30 in here. This is the remaining amount that I need for my laser hair appointment. It's my last one. So after that, this is going to be removed for a while. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. So 160 is what I need for my appointment in a few days, and that is the last we will see of the self-care binder for the time being. Okay, that is it for my short-term binder. Now into my low priority binder, and this is going to get all the usual amounts. So coffee is going to get 5. So it has 5, 10, and 15. And if you guys are new, I know there's some new people here. We use this envelope to buy supplies to make coffee at home. We have an espresso machine. We have a Nespresso. Well, it's not an espresso machine, but it is a 4-in-1 Cuisinart that does Nespresso pods. So it does a pot of coffee, a K-cup, a Nespresso, as well as it steams milk or cream. So we have the whole barista bar at home, and so this is just for all of our products to make coffee at home. Next is entertainment, and that is going to get 10. So it has 10, 15, and 20. And then shopping is going to get its usual 10. So it has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. And this can encompass clothing or any type of shopping that we need to do. I did pull some money from this when I bought my laminator from Facebook Marketplace. And when I went and bought vellum at Michael's. I had to buy a couple things. And so I did pull from this and some of my fun money. And then gifts this week is going to get 5. So it has $25. That is it for my low priority binder. And lastly, we are going to get into the savings challenges, which is where things get exciting because I get to show you guys some of the challenges that we have made so far. All right, so first in this binder is one we've been working on, which is this monthly savings challenge. So we're in May right now, and we're going to add another 40. So in this challenge, we now have 20, 40, 60, and 80. So this is moving right along. All right, so now to the challenges that my husband has made. So this is my personal favorite one. This one is called the Terrific Savings Challenge. It is boba tea. And so all the bobas are represent a different dollar amount, and the whole challenge adds up to $50. So I love it so much. This is laminated, so I can use a dry erase marker on it. So that's what I'm going to do. So today we're going to be adding $5, the first 5 to this challenge. Color that in. So we are going to have this, like I said, it's going to be a digital download first, but we also are going to have this in a scratch off. So we're going to have different dollar amounts, and we're going to have this in a scratch off, and that will be one of the things that will be available for purchase once we have all the supplies in to actually make that. But yes, we are starting with 5 in here. And why I have this paper clipped out here is because after my husband made these, I realized they were just slightly too big because I'm leaving a little bit of an edge on the side. And so they do fit into these envelopes, the zippered ones, but you do have to bend them a little bit, and I would rather not have to do that. So I think they would fit better probably in like a homemade vellum envelope because you don't have this little like zipper thing to get around. They do fit, like I said, but I just want to size them down slightly so they fit a little bit better. So we have our first 5 in there. This is the next one that he made, of course. This is a Pokemon challenge. It's called Catch 'em All. So the slogan is gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon. And usually a pack of cards costs about $5. Well, it used to anyway, before everybody started marking them up. But pack per day savings challenge. So this challenge adds up to 150, and so we're going to put the first 5 in there. So I'm going to color in the bottom part of this Pokeball. Okay, we're going to put 5 in this one. All right. Then the next one that he made is for coffee, and this is called the Daily Grind Savings Challenge. Same amount as the Pokemon Challenge is 150, and each icon is worth $5. So we are going to put 5 in here. I love the boba tea one that he made just because I think that it's like more different than a lot of the other challenges, because a lot of challenges that you see are just like this, which are great. They're cute, but I feel like there's a ton of them like that, but he drew this. I mean, he did it all himself. And I just think that it is so cute, and I love it. It is so fun. So cute. All right. So that's it for the challenges that we've made thus far, and that will be available in the shop. My husband is working tirelessly on designing tons of different challenges for you guys. We're going to have budgeting sheets and trackers and digital downloads for budgeting and weekly, weekly budgeting, monthly budgeting, whatever it may be. We're doing it all for you guys. So let me know, please, like what kind of things you want to see, because I just want to make sure that we have something for everybody that is wanting to, budget their money. It makes it really fun if you actually enjoy your little challenges. It makes it really fun. So I highly recommend. And then the last 25 that we have is going to go into this savings challenge that I have from Plans. So this one is you can decide how much you want it to be. So I definitely want to make some of these as well. So mine, each icon is worth 25. So this whole challenge adds up to 500. And today we're going to be adding another 25, so we're going to color in one of the little hearts. And we're going to put this in here. Okay. So this one has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So we have 175 so far in this savings challenge. So I like the size of this one that I made because it fits really well into my envelope without having to bend it. And I think that that is really important. So I'm going to try and size down my my savings challenges a bit so they fit a little bit better, because I don't want people to have to like bend them or them to get messed up, you know. So all right, and then I was doing this quick 250 challenge from Taylor at a little of it all. I've done this several times already this year. I've done it once this year I've completed it. But I'm going to take a break from it for now because I really want to do my little challenges that my husband made because they're so cute. Okay, so that is it for this week's cash stuffing, you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will show you a really quickly, like an up close of these challenges because I have them here to the side. So here is the Terrific Boba challenge. I do want to get some matte laminating sheets so that there's not this glare on the screen, but this did not get wet. If you think that it looks like a watermark, it is watercolor though, so that's why it looks like that. Yeah, these are so cute. We've got that one. We have the Daily Grind, which has little coffee beans, and of course our Pokemon one. So there they are. They're so cute. I love them. And it was so fun to make, and it definitely was not as hard as I anticipated. So I watched a ton of videos, and it's been fun. And it's been fun for my husband to get to design stuff. He loves to design stuff, so he's kind of like, his creative juices are a-flowing. And so I'm happy for him to get to be able to do that, and we get to do it together. So that's super fun. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. Thank you guys again so much for being here. If you made it to the end, don't forget to drop the emoji. Let's see. You know what? There is a boba tea emoji. Okay, yes, drop me the boba tea emoji in the comments, and I'm going to leave that at the beginning of the video too. So anytime throughout this video when you're watching it, drop me the boba tea emoji. And then be sure to leave me like what kind of theme you guys would want to see in some challenges, or dollar amounts, like that kind of thing. Please let me know. I would so appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you guys can be updated and know right away when we open our Etsy shop. Thank y'all so much again for being here, and we will catch you guys in our next video. Bye.